Hi, this is Town of North Hempstead Supervisor Judy Bosworth. In the interest of keeping our senior population safe, we have partnered with our Project Independence fitness instructors to provide virtual classes. This way, you can still get the exercise you're used to from the safety of your home. Please enjoy.
Hi there, my name is Rebecca and I will be guiding this Project Independence yoga class for you today. You can see any Project Independence exercise classes right here on North Hempstead TV, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. If you would like to see the classes, also we have links. You can call 311 or 869-6311 for more information about the links so that you can watch these classes at any time that you like. So this will be a Project Independence yoga class. We'll be doing warming up on the mat and then coming into some nice standing flowing poses, and then we will come back down on the mat toward the end of practice. I always recommend props, blankets, towels, bolsters, my blocks, a towel. So if you don't have any of these props, you can always use like a hard pillow, a more firm pillow, or even hardcover books, something to help bring the earth closer. So I like to have props at my handy. I never know what I'm gonna use. Sometimes I feel like I wanna put a blanket rolled up under my knee, or maybe I want a block on my hip, depending on what poses I have. If I'm coming into a forward fold and I'm not reaching it today, I may wanna come onto a block. So I never know. So I'm always kind of ready with pillows. And right now I'm even sitting on a low pillow. So that all being said, let's all come to a comfortable yoga seat on our mat. If you don't have a mat and you want to sit on a pillow or a blanket, that's fine too. Just make sure that it's something that is not going to move around, so that it gives you some good balance too. So find a nice seat, yoga seat with the crown of your head reaching up toward the sky, shoulders stacked over the hips, spine aligned, finding balance in the seat. Gently closing your eyes, breathing in and out through the nose. Gentle breaths in and gentle breaths out. Maybe engaging your Ujjayi pranayama breath, and that's the breath in the back of the throat. That makes like an ocean sound on the exhale. That really helps to release anything that you're holding in. It really helps to soften the body, release tension. Nice gentle breaths in and gentle breaths out. Breathing in, I like to say, breathing in, bringing in positivity. So as you inhale, you fill up with positive thoughts. And as you exhale, the body releases and lets go of tension. So if you're someone who holds tension in the shoulders or in the hips or in the lower back, kind of let that go on the exhale. So bring in that positivity. And on the exhale, release anything that you're holding in that's keeping you tense. Breathing in and out through the nose. Gentle breaths in and gentle breaths out. And making sure that you've got the crown of your head reaching up toward the sky, your shoulders are stacked. And let's take just a turn to the right and pause with the head. And then forward and pause, and to the left and pause. And just do that a few times. We're just gonna be warming up our cervical spine. Just warming up the neck here with gentle turns, gentle stretches. And then coming to center. And then just breathing in and out through the nose. Once again, deep breaths, full breaths, positive breaths. Exhaling to release and let go. Breathing in and out. And then we're going to bring our arms to a T, turning the palms up, inhaling the hands up, and exhaling to lower the hands down toward the earth. When those fingertips just tap the earth, bring those hands right back up. And then as the hands come nice and close, turn the hands around so the back of the hands just tap. And then slowly lower the hands back down to the earth. And then again, inhaling the hands up, turning the hands, just tapping the back of the hands, exhaling, lowering down to here, down to the earth, and then back up one last time, bringing the hands together, lowering to heart center. And as we do in each yoga class, it's so important to set an intention, something you intend to accomplish in your yoga class. Mostly it should be for your yoga class, but if you have a lot of things you need to accomplish today, set your intention there too. But for today, maybe set an intention for your yoga class, something that you'd like to accomplish in class. And, I always say maybe it's just kind of showing up on your mat, or maybe you want to find better balance or come deeper into a pose, or maybe not go as deep. Listening to your body is probably one of my favorite intentions. It's so important. So I do repeat that throughout the practice. So important to listen to your body. Make sure you know what's working for your body today. One day is very different than the other. If you'd like to dedicate your practice to someone or something, you can do that. I always like to dedicate my practice to someone who's very positive in my life. So when I come back to my dedication, I just get a smile and feel really positive. So important to have that positive feeling in your practice, or at least work through what's holding you back. Some days we can't help, there's negativity around us, but during your yoga practice, you can exhale and release that negativity. Nice full breath in, slow exhale, and let's go ahead and inhale those fingertips up toward the sky. Turn the palms, push those palms up, and exhale those palms down, pushing forward. Just warming up those shoulders. Inhale, keeping those arms fully engaged too. Keeping those arms fully engaged. Exhale, lowering down. Keeps those arms active. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, lowering down. One more time. Inhale, rising up. And then exhale, again, lowering down. Inhale. This time, we're going to turn our palms back around, bring them together, and just keeping all the fingers crossed except for the pointer fingers. We're just going to take a fold to the right, gentle fold to the right. On that exhale, you release, maybe you fold a little bit deeper. Inhale, we're pointing those fingers, keeping those arms engaged. Those arms engaged, we're strengthening. Inhale, back up. And on the exhale, fold to the left. Nice reach, nice stretch, nice exhale. Connecting to the breath is so important. When we're inhaling and we're filling up with that air and that energy is not the time that we're focusing on folding. It's when we're exhaling here. The body softens. When the body softens, that's when we're able to come a little deeper into a fold. Let's go ahead and inhale. Turn those, cross all the fingers again, turn those palms up. Exhale, lowering down. And last time, hands up. Beautiful. We're going to take a twist to the right. Right hand comes behind the back. Left hand on the outside of that right leg. You can have your palm right on the outside of that right knee. Or if you want, you can turn the hand back. So the back of the hand is kind of, you're reaching back with that left hand. That keeps that left arm nice and engaged too. If you have that back of the hand against the knee, inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhaling to twist to the right. And one more time, inhale. Exhale, let's only soften, twist to the right. and then right back to center. Nice and slow. Inhale those palms up, and then twisting to the left. So the hips are forward, we're twisting with that upper body. Again, you can have the palm against the left knee or turning that hand around. Inhaling, we're lifting, we're rising up, and exhale to twist to the left. When you release that breath, we're twisting. And one more time. And let's come on back to center. Inhale those hands up, and then lowering the hands back onto the knees. We're going to continue to do a little bit more of a cervical spine stretch. So we're finding that yoga seat, crown of the head's reaching up, and just slowly lower the right ear toward the right shoulder, stretching the left side of the neck. Nice gentle guide, never forcing. If you want, you can bring the right hand up onto the left side of the temple. That intensifies the stretch. You don't have to do it. Just listening to your body. Lowering that right hand onto the knee. Exhale, chin to chest. Slowly. And then inhale, rolling the head back, gazing at the tile over the head. And then gazing forward. Let's warm up that left side now. Lowering the left ear toward the left shoulder. Bringing that left hand up if you want, onto the right temple. Gently guiding, stretching the right side of the neck. And then lowering that left hand onto the left knee, exhaling chin to chest. Nice and slow. And bringing that head up. And then gazing forward. Let's go ahead and bring those arms out to a T. Bring those fingers up. Nice spinal stretch here, lowering down. Beautiful. So we're going to walk the right hand out to the right side. This is a great time to maybe have a block or a book or even a pillow nearby if you may want to have one handy, which I always like to. You're going to walk that right hand out about 6 inches, grounded into the earth. Left hand starts out coming up. Left arm reaching up toward the sky or the elbow. Or the left hand can come over to the right side. You can use a block to bring the forearm down onto the block. Whatever feels right for you. Any discomfort in the shoulder, you can come down to that soft elbow. You can just bring the right fingertips up. So whatever you're feeling today is very different than tomorrow or from yesterday. So let's see where you're at, listening to your body. You're going to push that right hand into the earth and come on up. Let's realign the spine. Nice stretch, nice. Lowering the hands to the left side, and I'm going to go ahead and bring one of my blocks over. I'm not sure what I'm going to use. Going to ground my left hand into the earth. Right hand comes up, or the elbow, or I'm coming over. There's a lot of different options here. You can come down to the forearm. You can come down onto a block. One side's very different than the other, so you listen to the body. And I'm stretching the right side, feels good. Push that left hand into the earth. Inhale those hands up, and then come on down. So we're going to continue with doing some twists right now. So you go ahead and stay seated forward. I'm gonna go on just to the side so you can kind of see what I'm doing. And I'm sure you've all done this seated twist before, but it's better for me to kind of model it this way. So we're going to bring that right foot to the earth. So you see the right foot is flat on the earth, and then we're extending that base leg. The left foot is flexed. And then we're gonna you can either help that right foot to come over, or you can bring that right foot up and over yourself. So the right foot's crossing over the left leg, the left foot stays flexed, right foot's grounded. We're gonna twist, you twist away from the feet. That's the best kind of way to remember. When you start out, you're gonna twist away from the feet. So let's inhale the hands up and then twist to the right. So you have a lot of different options here. You can bring that left arm on the outside of that right leg. You can hug that right leg in. Whatever feels right. You can even come under. The right hand's behind you, keeping you nice and propped up. Whatever feels good. So we're in this intense twist. The upper body's twisting, legs are facing forward. We're inhaling and exhaling to release and let go. Breathing through it. You guys are gonna stay where you are. I'm gonna kind of turn myself because we're gonna come out of this twist. When you come out of this twist, we counter the twist. So staying in the twist right where you are, we're gonna slowly just kind of walk our hands around our body to come out of the twist, placing both hands on the earth, kind of like you're on the top of a push-up, and then lowering your body down toward the earth or staying up, and then just pushing yourself right back up there. Extend out that right leg, and just stretch out the legs, however you want, whatever you feel that you need. And then we're going to go ahead and bring that left foot, sole of the left foot onto the earth, flex the right foot, right? And you can like lift that left foot over, or however you want to get it over. Right foot's flexed, and then we're coming into that twist. So we're twisting. You can bring that right arm on the outside of the left leg. You can go ahead and give yourself a hug and pull it in, gently guiding, remember, or under. Whatever you feel works best for you today. So we're twisting here. Breathing through it. You stay where you are. I'm gonna just move around so we can go ahead and counter that twist. Oh wait, I'm gonna confuse myself, which I already have. And then slowly move yourself back to center. We're gonna counter the twist by coming onto the other side. Now both hands coming down toward the earth. And then pushing yourself back up. Nice, coming back to center now. And let's go ahead and come into our seated cat and cows. So finding a good seat on the mat, coming first into that kind of nice yoga seat with the crown of the head's reaching up, shoulders stacked, spine aligned, balance in the seat. Then we're gonna soften the arms, bring that chest up, gazing up for cow, inhale, exhale into cat, releasing, letting go, chin to chest. Inhale back into cow. And exhale into cat. That exhale, that's that releasing breath, chin to chest. And one more time, inhale. And exhale into cat. Ooh, that was some Ujjayi pranayama breath. And then back into cow. And we're just going to help our knees come together, maybe straighten out. We're coming right into our tabletop, so just kind of straighten out your legs. There you go. Soften the knees a little bit, and then bring those knees in. We're going to come into tabletop. We've already done seated cat and cows. A lot of times we do cat and cows in our tabletop. So when I come into tabletop, I always put a towel under my knees. I just always feel it kind of helps the knees because the skin on the knees is very fine. So coming into your tabletop, stacking the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees, tops of the feet are on the earth. We're gonna send that right foot behind you. So the right foot goes back, the right foot is flexed, left hand's coming forward, palms facing in. This is spinal balance. And we're just gonna hold here for a breath or two. And then from here, we're gonna do 3 elbow to knees. So that's left elbow, right knee, round the spine. So let's go ahead, exhale, right elbow, left knee, chin to chest, round the spine. And back into spinal balance. Elbow to knee, exhale. And back into spinal balance. And one more time, last time. And back into spinal balance. And let's come back into our tabletop, moving the hips from side to side. Coming into child's pose here. So slowly lowering your seat toward your heels, bringing your hands out in front of you. Arms are engaged. Even though this is a restful pose, it's still an active pose. So you've got your hands in front of you and you're pushing the mat in front of you. So you're kind of like pushing the mat in front of you, and that's gonna help get your feet closer towards your heels. because the arms are engaged. Nice, and then let's slowly come back into our tabletop. And we're gonna go ahead and come into spinal balance on the other side now. Left foot flexed, right hand forward. Hold for a breath or two. And then 3 elbow to knees here. Inhale. Back into spinal balance. Exhale, elbow to knee. Round that spine, chin to chest. Spinal balance, and 2 more times. Nice, and then we're coming right back to tabletop. We're gonna curl those toes under and meet in our first downward dog. In downward dog, you're just gonna soften one knee, soften the other. Try to get the heels a little bit closer toward the earth. If you have anything on your mat, now is also a good time to move it out of the way. If you're not feeling downward dog, you can stay in tabletop. And then we're all going to meet. We're gonna walk our hands to the back of the mat. We're gonna soften the knees and come into a forward fold. Inhale into a half lift. So we're hinging forward from the hips. You can, if you have it in, you can also reach the fingertips on the earth, and then exhale into that forward fold. And slowly, we're rising up, 1 vertebra at a time, bringing those hands way up over the head, and then lowering the hands to heart center. So if you're on the back of the mat now where you should be, just move anything off the mat. You don't want to trip on anything. We're going to be doing standing poses now. So you want everything out of the way, okay? All right, so here we are. So if you're at the back of the mat, we're going to send the right foot forward. So the right foot's forward, the left foot's at a 45-degree angle. We're coming into warrior 2. So that back foot should be parallel with the wall behind you. The right foot is intersecting that left foot, and we're coming into warrior 2. So fingertips are reaching in opposite directions. Right foot's over that right ankle. You're gazing over that right hand. So that right hand's reaching in front, left hand's reaching behind, you're gazing, but your shoulders are still stacked. We're still nice and aligned. We're gonna flip that right palm, coming into peaceful warrior. Right knee's over the right ankle, left hand comes to that left leg, stretching the right side of the body. Keeping your eye on the palm of the right hand. You don't want that right hand going so far back that you can't see it. You want to be able to see it. You don't have to gaze at it the whole time, but you don't want to overstretch either. Nice, and what we're gonna do from here is we're gonna bring that right elbow to the right knee, coming into side angle pose. So here, you can either keep that right elbow up against the right knee and bring that left hand over, or if you want, you can bring the right hand to the earth and open up the chest. And we're just gonna hold here for 1 more breath. Engage the core. Your mat's a little slippery. We're gonna move right back into peaceful warrior. Yeah, right knee over the right ankle, left hand on the left leg, stretching that right side. And then coming back into warrior 2. Reaching, full warrior 2, couple of breaths here. Warrior 2, we're active. This is an active, every part of the body has an action. Turn those palms up, bring those hands up over the head. Lower the hands to heart center. Now, we're gonna bring that back foot to meet the right foot in front of the mat. You can kind of like walk the foot to meet, or you can just do 1 big step. So now you're in the front of your mat. Let's go ahead and inhale our hands up and take a nice forward fold. Nice forward fold. You can soften the knees and then extend the knees up once you've reached the fingertips, and then you can come to your half lift. If you want, you can bring a block. You can bring the fingertips to the earth for your half lift. Inhale into that forward fold and slowly rising up, one vertebra at a time, bringing those hands together at heart center. Nice. So now you're at the front of your mat, and we're going to just, I'm kind of moving around on my mat, but you stay where you're at. We're going to send the right foot back now so that we can come into Warrior Two on the opposite side now to balance out. So bringing the arms to a T, fingertips are reaching in opposite directions, left knees over that left ankle. You're gazing over the fingers on that left hand. Right hand is still up. That right hand likes to kind of sneak down. See if you can keep that right hand up also at shoulder height. Nice, gazing, gazing. Let's turn that palm up and coming into Peaceful Warrior. Right hand on that right leg. Inhale, we're stretching that left side. Breathing, you don't want to go too far back that, you wouldn't see that hand anymore. We're stretching the left side. We don't want to overstretch. One more breath. And we're going to do side angle pose now on the left side. So nice and slow, left elbow to the left knee, and you could bring that right arm up and over, or if you want, you can butterfly the arms, whatever feels right. You can grab a block, bring your hand on a block. That's what we have all these props for. Sometimes you need the earth a little bit closer, and sometimes you don't. And let's slowly come back into Peaceful Warrior. Nice. Bringing those hands back into Warrior Two. Nice full Warrior Two. Gazing over the left fingers. Let's turn those palms up. Inhaling those hands up and lowering to heart center. So you can, if you want, bring that right foot to meet the left foot at the front of the mat. You can walk it along, however it gets there. Just bring both feet. Both feet should now be at the front of the mat. We're going to inhale the hands up and exhale into a forward fold. Softening the knees. Your knees don't have to be straight. You can soften those knees and then forward fold. And once the hands get to the earth, then if you want, you can straighten out. And remember, you can also put your hands on a block, on a pillow, whatever feels right. Let's inhale to that half lift. Exhale into the forward fold. And slowly rise up, one vertebra at a time for that nice full body standing stretch. Feels so good. And lower the hands to heart center. So everybody is still at the front of the mat. And now we're going to send that right leg back, that right foot back, 45-degree angle, left foot over the left knee. We're coming into Warrior One. Fingertips are reaching up toward the sky. Breathing through it. Nice Warrior One. So if your hips are a little bit angled, you bring the hands to the side and you just kind of angle the hips back so you're facing forward. So they're facing forward too. And in Warrior One right now, we're gonna come into Cactus Arms. So Cactus Arms, we drop the arms and bring the shoulder blades together behind you. So we're taking a nice full breath in and a slow exhale. As you exhale, bringing those arms back. So we're opening up the chest. So I'm gonna step behind just so you can see what I'm doing. I'm bringing right here the shoulder blades together. Nice, I'm guiding them together. I am not forcing them. So if you have any discomfort with your shoulder blades or your shoulders, then just kind of open up a little bit. Open up from the chest. But here we're opening up the chest by getting those shoulder blades together. Nice opening here in Warrior One. One more nice deep breath in. On that exhale is when we move those shoulder blades together. Inhale those hands up. We're going to take a twist to the right. So you're going to you're twisting to the wall in front of you. I'm sorry, I'm backward right now. Palms are facing the wall, fingertips are reaching, and coming back out of that twist. Nice. Bringing the hands together and lowering to heart center. Gonna bring that right foot to meet the left foot at the front of the mat, however it gets there. Inhale those hands up. We're gonna take sunset arms here. So exhale, just half circle, bringing those knees down like you're coming into an awkward chair. Inhale, right back up, palms together, lower to heart center. So let's send that left foot back now, coming into warrior one on the opposite side. You've got that right knee now over the right ankle. Left foot's at a 45 degree. Bringing those hands up. Hips are forward, core is engaged. Breathing through it. Shoulders are down. You don't want the shoulders up near the ears. Now we're taking a nice deep breath in here and exhaling into cactus arms. Opening up that chest, bringing the shoulder blades together. Remember, we're guiding, we're not forcing. People tend to really try to, I don't know, for some reason, force this pose. You're really not supposed to. It's just supposed to be a nice, gentle opening because you're opening the chest. We're getting right near that heart chakra. That's what we're doing here. We're opening up. One more nice breath in and exhale out. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and bring those arms back into warrior one. And now we're going to twist to the left. Again, bringing the palms facing forward. Right knee stays over that right ankle. Nice, right? Beautiful. Let's come on back into warrior one. Bringing those palms together, lowering to heart center. Now we're bringing that left foot to meet the right at the front of the mat. Nice. Let's inhale the hands up. And exhale into forward fold. You can soften the knees or keep the knees straight. Come down onto a block or a pillow, whatever you have available. Come to that half lift, hinging from the hips. Exhale into the forward fold, and then slowly come up, one vertebra at a time, bringing those hands together and lowering to heart center. Beautiful. So before we come into our balancing pose, we're going to come into a triangle pose, which is Trikonasana. I definitely recommend that you have a block, a book, or a pillow at the head of your mat because we're going to be coming down with the legs straight. So you want to have something to reach just in case. And remember, you can have the block like this, like this, like this. You may never know how you want it. You may need it a little lower, a little higher. You may not need it at all, but it's better to have it there handy. So from the front of the mat, we're going to send the left foot back, coming right into warrior two. So let's go ahead and find the warrior two. Right knees over the right ankle, left foot's parallel, arms are at shoulder height. We're going to turn the hand, coming into peaceful warrior. Right knees over the right ankle. And this is going to be an active, challenging sequence of poses. And right from peaceful, we're going to come back into side angle. Right elbow, right knee, left hand up and over, or left hand up, or shoulder. You know what you need to do. You can feel it. Everybody has, feels a little different in this pose. And then from side angle, we're coming right back into peaceful. Just like we did, that was one of our first standing poses. And now we're going to come back into warrior two. We're going to straighten out that leg. So with that leg straight, we're going to come into triangle pose. You may want to move your block or your pillow closer to the foot before we come down. You can start it out high because you can always lower it. It's easier to have it right there and ready. So reaching the right fingertips forward. So we're trying to get distance before we lower down. That right leg is straight. Any discomfort in the knee, you do what you have to do. And then we're just lowering that right hand to the earth. So if you have your right hand on the block here, or here, or here, or fingertips on the earth, or the right hand's up against the leg, then the left hand comes up. So we're in triangle pose. This is triangle pose. You should be feeling a little bit in the hamstrings. Any discomfort in that right knee, you have to take care of yourself. You soften that knee. We're going to come into peaceful triangle from here. So we're going to engage the core, keep the arms at a T. That right hand's going up. Nice and high. Maybe you're gazing at that right thumb. Right leg still straight. Nice. And then come on back into, with the arms at a T, soften that right knee back into warrior two. Turn the palms up. Bring the hands together, lower to heart center. Now we're gonna meet that left foot at the front of the mat. Nice. So from here, we're gonna do the opposite side. So you guys stay where you are. I'm just gonna change directions so that we can all face each other the way that we need to. So we're gonna send the right foot back now. Coming into warrior two. Again, you wanna have your block or a pillow or something, or your books with a little bit of height. Left knee's over that left ankle. Arms are at a T. Nice warrior two here, right? Turning the palm, coming into peaceful warrior. Stretching that left side, right hand on the right leg. Inhaling and exhaling, continuing to breathe. Don't hold the breath. And then from here, we're gonna come into side angle pose. So now that's left elbow, left knee. You don't want all your weight on that left knee. You wanna kind of just have it up against it, just so that they're meeting. Then that right hand can come up and over, or the elbow. Nice. And then we're gonna move right back into peaceful warrior, just for a breath. And back into warrior two, gazing over the left fingertips. Now we're coming into triangle pose here. So we're straightening out that left leg. My block is nearby. I'll start out with it high. I can go like this, I can go like this, or I can move it away. But at least I have it ready for me. That left leg is straight, arms are at a T. Let's start to hinge forward, sending the left fingers nice and forward, and then lowering down. So paying attention to that left knee, making sure it's comfortable. If it's not, you soften the knee. You can change directions. You can bring your fingertips to the earth. You can bring that left hand up against that left leg. You're bringing the right fingertips up, trying to kind of imagine your body between two panes of glass. So you want to be, that left side of the body is over that left leg. And we're gonna move right from here into peaceful triangle. Right hand on that right leg, left fingertips reaching up. Nice. Maybe you're gazing at that left thumb, listening to the neck. Maybe you're gazing forward. Really important, listening to every part of the body. And then come on back. Bringing the arms to a T, bringing that left knee back into warrior two, palms up, hands together. Lower to heart center, bring that back foot to meet the front foot at the head of your mat. Nice. Let's go ahead, inhale those hands up. Coming into a forward fold, soften the knees here. Grab onto opposite elbows. We're coming into that rag doll. So just kind of let everything go from the neck, from the lower back. You're a rag doll here, just kind of moving from side to side. Neck is, just releasing, and then lowering the hands, coming to a half lift, gentle half lift. Exhale into a forward fold, and slowly rise up, one vertebra at a time, bringing the hands together, and lowering to heart center. Nice. So from here, we're just gonna do a little balancing in tree, and then we'll come down onto the mat. All right, so let's go ahead and locate something in your home on the wall, something that's not moving. We call that the dristi, that's your focal point. So you wanna just focus on something that's not moving. Bring those hands to heart center. Find that mountain pose, that strong pose. Crown of the head's reaching up, shoulders stacked over the hips, hips over the feet, spine aligned, really engaging the arms. And we're gonna inhale the hands up, bring them together, and lower to heart center. So we're gonna start to shift all of our weight into the right foot. Coming into tree pose. So don't lift that left foot up yet. We're just shifting all of the weight into the left foot, into the right foot. So all of the weight is shifting onto the right foot. That right leg is your tree trunk. Your hands are at heart center. You're gazing at your dristi. Then you're gonna open up that left leg. You can bring that left foot into that right leg above or below the knee. You don't want any part of that left foot to touch any part of that right knee. So it's either above or below the knee. You can also leave the left foot, the heel up against that right leg. If you have a lotus, a half lotus, and you want to give that a shot, you can certainly do that. So bringing the hands together, gazing at your dristi, inhaling and exhaling, making sure that left foot is not up against that right knee. Let's inhale the hands up. And from here, we're going to do cactus arms. So deep breath in and exhale, opening up that chest, bringing the shoulder blades together, guiding, not forcing. These are gentle movements. Inhale, exhale, opening up the chest. One more time, opening up on that exhale, and then bringing the hands up, lower to heart center. Don't put that left leg down yet. Bring that left knee up nice and high. Extend the leg, and then lower down slowly. There you go. Shake out the right side. Nice. And now we're gonna do the same thing in tree on the other side. Let's inhale those hands up. Beautiful. Hands together. Locate your dristi. That's that focal point on the wall. Now shift all the weight onto that left foot. Left leg is your tree trunk. Bring that right foot into that left leg, above or below the knee. As always, as I always point out, one side of the body is very different than the other. So I know I'll never have a half a lotus on this side. So I'll leave down below the knee or above the knee, depending on how I feel today. Let's inhale those hands up. Exhale, we're opening up our branches. Maybe you're moving your arms, challenging your balance a little bit here. Real challenge is to close your eyes or to look up. That's a real challenge too. Start to move the fingers and the wrists too. Get some blood flowing in there. Nice. And then inhale those hands up, lower to heart center. Bring that right knee up nice and high. Extend that leg, lower down slowly. Nice. Go ahead and inhale those hands up nice and high. Exhale into a forward fold. Come to that half lift, hinging from the hips. Exhale into your forward fold. Send the feet back. Coming into our final downward dog. You can move right into tabletop if you're not comfortable in downward dog today. You want to gaze between your knees and your thighs. You're not looking down at the mat. You're kind of sliding forward, so trying to like push that mat in front of you. Your ears are between your biceps. Trying to get those heels nice and low. Maybe touching one day, maybe not. Maybe just nice and close. And that's great. Soften those knees now. Bring them down to the earth. You can bring your knees out to the edges of the mat and come into a wide leg child's pose. And that's up to you. Or you can just come into a regular child's pose. You can also, if you have a block or a pillow nearby, kind of put the block on top of your heels, and just so that your seat has contact. Whatever feels good. And if you can shimmy down and bring your chest down to the earth in your wide leg, and then slowly just start to walk yourself up, coming to sit onto your mat, right in the center of your back, just like this. Soles of the feet here. And we're going to slowly lower ourselves down onto the mat, doing a little bit of core work. So let's take 5 breaths. So you've got the soles of the feet on the earth. Remember, this is core work, so you have to engage your core. That's how you protect the lower back. So if you're just holding and you're not engaging the core, you're putting a lot of pressure. Also, if the core strength, you're not feeling it today, just bring your hands behind you, put your hands on your hamstrings and slowly start to lower yourself down. Otherwise, bring the palms facing each other And we're gonna take 5 breaths. So it's inhale, exhale, holding those abs nice and tight. Again, 3, engaging that core, protect that lower back. 4, and 1 more. And as you come down, just roll from the lower back all the way up to the shoulders. And when you get to the shoulders, bring those hands up so the fingertips are reaching up toward the sky, so much so that your shoulders are off the earth. You see how my shoulders aren't touching? And then slowly we're gonna open the arms, roll the arms out to a T. So nice open roll. So we're opening that chest. And kind of like that feeling you got in Cactus Arms before. And then kind of slide your hands close to the body, about halfway. And then walk your shoulder blades together. Open up that chest a little bit more. Just like we were doing in Cactus. Really getting in the air here. Take a nice full breath in and exhale. Nice. This is just to get us back reconnected onto the mat. And start to bring those knees in. Give yourself a little bit of a hug here. Moving from side to side. Nice roll. Don't be afraid to go all the way down on one side and then all the way down on the other. Helps then to get the sides, get a little bit of a massage too, and then back to giving yourself a hug here. And then we're going to come into a reclining twist. So both legs now, you're just going to drop both legs to the left side. So you've got your blocks and towels handy. If you can get that base leg to touch the earth and your shoulders are still on the earth, then you may not need a prop. Maybe if the knees aren't touching, sometimes I put a blanket between there. So that top leg has support too. And you're gazing over toward the right or up toward the sky. Listen to the neck here, okay? So you wanna make sure of a couple of things. Your shoulders are grounded in the earth. If you're finding that the right shoulder is kind of up, you may need to put something under that left leg. That'll help to kind of ground down the shoulders. So this is a very intense twist. Right in the center of the body is where that pull is, where that tightness is. So let's take a deep breath in here and a slow exhale, releasing from that part of the body, releasing that tension. And just 1 or 2 more breaths here. And slowly start to roll your back onto the mat here. We're going to heel toe our feet to the edges of the mat and then just start to windshield wiper your legs. I'm going to go this way so that I can do the reclining twist in the right direction for you to see. I keep all my stuff nearby. And then come to stillness, heel toe those feet together, arms come to a T, and now we're dropping both legs to the right, gazing over toward the left fingers or up toward the sky. Shoulders are grounded on the earth. If the base leg is up a little bit, put something under it. If you have a little distance between the knees, you could put a block, you can put a blanket, whatever you feel you need. If that left shoulder is up, it's not grounded in the earth, just slip something under that base leg. That'll get you nice and planted firmly into your mat. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Nice. And then slowly start to roll your hips onto the mat. Again, heel toe those feet apart and start to windshield wiper the legs again. That just gets the hips rotating in different directions, gets a little bit of a massage on that lower back. After the twist, that's always a good thing. And then just kind of keep your feet on the edges of the mat and bring the knees in and out this time. In and out, in and out. And heel toe the feet together. Go ahead and give yourself a nice hug. Maybe a nice tight tuck. And then from here, we're sending the feet up, coming into an inversion. You can put your hands under your sacrum, or if you want, you can put your put a block kind of situated right under that sacrum area, and the soles of the feet are reaching up. You can point and flex the feet, point. Flex, rotate the ankles. You can soften the knees and bring them in toward your shoulders if you want. Any kind of movement here is fine. You can open, close, scissor, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. If you're doing the 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, that you really need to engage your core, because when the leg goes down, you're going to be using the core, so you're going to get some nice core work. And then come to stillness here for like 5 breaths. Beautiful. Nice. 2 more breaths. And if you have that block or pillow or anything underneath the sacrum, you can remove it now. And coming right into your happy baby pose. Bringing your hands on the outside of the feet, heels down toward the earth. Your heel is aligned over the knee. So your kind of goal is to kind of slide that knee toward the earth on both feet. You can straighten out both legs, come into a yogi toe lock. Whatever you feel your body needs in happy baby, moving from side to side, coming to stillness, and then slowly get the feet to come together if you can, and lower them to the earth, coming into a reclining butterfly pose, continuing to open up the hips. Maybe walk those shoulders together again. And this is the pose that we're coming into right before Shavasana. If you have a blanket or block, and you can put it under the hip or the knee too, that's good for support in reclining butterfly pose. We're just going to be here for 1 more breath. Let's start to push the feet together. Bring the knees together at the same time. And then go ahead and extend the legs out, finding a comfortable Shavasana here. If you have a blanket, you want to put a blanket under your knees, you can do that. You can roll. Take another towel if you want. Sometimes I like to put a towel under my neck. It really depends on how you're feeling today. I like to open up a lot, bring my shoulder blades together, palms facing up toward the sky, maybe the feet opening up. Shavasana is so important to allow the body to come into like pure comfort. Taking a few breaths here, in and out through the nose, gentle in, gentle out. Nice breath. Breathing in and out. Start to move the head from side to side. Very slowly, no forced movements. Start to wiggle those fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Bring those hands up over your head for a nice full body stretch. Nice full body stretch, just like you're waking up after a long nap. And then from here, just start to walk the toes, the knees in toward the body. We're gonna find our way into Garbhasana. That's fetal pose. So we come onto our right side, use the right arm as a pillow. Left hand comes to the earth, right in front of the heart. Bring those knees in nice and close. That allows the lower back. One last nice stretch. Garbhasana is fetal pose. It represents a fresh start and a new beginning. And slowly start to push your way up into a comfortable seat, anywhere on the mat. You can bring your hands together at heart center. I always love to do that at the end of my practice because it's so balancing. It just brings all your balance back here. So I just want to thank you all for allowing me to guide you through this Project Independence yoga class. Project Independence is a wonderful department at the town of North Hempstead, where we serve people who are 60 and over. It's an aging in place program, and because of it, we're able to provide these classes. Again, if you have any questions, you can call 311-869-6311. And it was an honor to guide you through this practice. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Namaste.